Let's imagine this. It's Friday night, you're out with your friend Mark. You both started at the same company, same role, same salary. You ordered the same ridiculously overpriced cocktail. You complain about the same boss, but there's one tiny difference in your financial DNA. When Mark gets a paycheck, a little piece of it automatically zips off into an investment account. Yours sits safely in savings, earning about as much interest as the loose change in your car's cup holder. Now, fast forward 30 years. You've both been successful, but Mark is retiring to a beachfront property, while you're calculating if you can afford to retire at all. The difference in your net worth? It's not thousands. It's hundreds of thousands, potentially over $1 million. This isn't a scare tactic. It's a reality for millions of women. And it begs the question, what is really going on here? Hello and welcome to Thrive with Tima, the podcast where we crack open the code of your brain to unlock a life of abundance. I'm your host, Tima. In today's episode, we're tackling the multi-million-dollar question, the gender investment gap. You've heard the stats. Women invest less than men. But the old, tired explanation that we're just more risk-averse is lazy. It's sexist and frankly, it's boring. The truth is infinitely more fascinating and it lies squished right between your ears. We're going on a tour of your brain to find out why it might be sabotaging your financial future and how you can grab the steering wheel and become the boss of your own neurology. So let's get down to the juicy gray matter. When you're faced with a decision like, should I invest $500 in this index fund? It's not just one part of your brain calmly weighing the pros and cons. Oh no, it's a full-on neurological battle royale in there. In one corner, we have the ancient emotional part of your brain, your limbic system. The star player here is the amygdala. Think of your amygdala as your brain's perpetually anxious security guard, or maybe a toddler who's just had its favorite toy taken away. Its job is threat detection. It screams, danger, uncertainty, we might lose money. Working closely with the amygdala is the insula. The insula is your gut feeling generator. It's the part of the brain that makes your stomach clench when you watch a scary movie or you consider a risky financial move. Now, here's the kicker. Neuroeconomic studies have shown that when presented with financial risk, women's insulas often light up like a Christmas tree compared to men's. Our brains are literally better at feeling the potential pain of loss. It's a built-in, high-definition smoke detector for risk. A superpower, really. But a superpower that can keep us financially paralyzed if we don't know how to manage it. And let's talk hormones, because they're the spicy salsa in our neurological taco. Yes, men generally have higher levels of testosterone, which has been linked to increased confidence, and a higher appetite for competitive risk. It's the hold my beer and watch this hormone of the financial world. But us as women have our own potent hormonal cocktail to contend with, especially cortisol, the stress hormone. When we feel financial anxiety, which is easy to do when society has been sending us mixed messages about money our whole lives, our cortisol levels can rise. High cortisol puts us into a state of fight or flight, making our amygdala even more sensitive. It's a feedback loop from hell. You feel anxious about money, so your brain floods with stress hormones, which makes you feel less likely to make a calm, rational decision like investing. So we've got a hypersensitive gut feeling generator and a hormonal system that can default to high alert. Is that the whole story? Not even close. This is where it gets really important. Your brain is not fixed. It's made of plastic. Well, not literally plastic, but it has neuroplasticity. This is your built-in superpower. It means you can change your brain with your experiences and thoughts. From the moment we're born, society is installing software onto our neural hardware. Boys get the be a provider, be aggressive, conquer the world software package. Girls often get the be a nurturer, be cautious, don't make a fuss update. We're praised for saving our allowance, not for trying to double it by selling homemade cookies at a 200 markup. These messages carve deep neural pathways, creating a kind of financial autopilot that defaults to safety over growth. But here's the amazing, gutsy, empowering part. You can uninstall that old software. You can carve new pathways. You can literally rewire your brain to become a confident, thriving investor. So, how do we do it? Here are 4 brain hacks to start your neural renovation project. Brain hack number 1. Knowledge is kryptonite for fear. Your amygdala, that screaming toddler, hates uncertainty. Financial jargon like ETFs, asset allocation, and bull market can sound like a foreign language designed to intimidate you. But the moment you start learning what those terms mean, you bring in the superhero of your brain, the prefrontal cortex. This is your inner CEO. It's the cool, calm, logical part of your brain right behind your forehead. The more you learn, the more your prefrontal cortex takes control from the emotional amygdala. You're not just guessing anymore, you're analyzing. You're not panicking, you're planning. Financial education literally calms the fear centers of your brain. So, listen to podcasts like this one, read a book, watch a YouTube video. Every new piece of information is like handing your screaming amygdala a lollipop and telling it the grown-ups are in charge now. Brain hack number 2, the microdose method. You wouldn't run a marathon without training first, so don't try to become Warren Buffett overnight. Start by microdosing your investments. Open an account and put a tiny, almost laughable amount of your money. $20, $10, whatever amount makes your insula say, hey, I can live with that. Here's the neuroscience. When you do this and see that your $20 didn't vanish and maybe even became $20.15, your brain releases a tiny squirt of dopamine, which is the reward chemical. You've just created a new positive feedback loop. Investing equals reward. Do it again and again. You are desensitizing your brain's fear response and building a new neural superhighway that says, hey, this is actually pretty cool. Brain hack number 3, time travel to your future self. This sounds a bit woo-woo, but the neuroscience is rock solid. When we think about saving for the distant future, our brain processes our future self as a complete stranger. Why would you give your hard-earned cash to a stranger? To fix this, you need to make that future self real. Close your eyes and vividly imagine 70-year-old you. Where does she live? What does she do for fun? Is she traveling, gardening, spoiling her grandkids? Feel the financial freedom she has. This visualization exercise activates the medial prefrontal cortex, helping your brain bridge the gap between your present and future self. You're no longer saving for a stranger. You're investing in the amazing woman you're destined to become. And finally, brain hack number 4, assemble your oxytocin alliance. Investing can feel lonely and scary, but when we connect with others on the same path, our brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It's the cuddle hormone that makes you feel safe and connected. Oxytocin is the natural enemy of cortisol. It literally lowers stress and anxiety. So find your people, join a women's investing club, talk to your friends about money. I know it's taboo, but let's make it not. Share your wins, your questions, your fears. Creating that supportive community doesn't just feel good, it chemically changes your brain, making you braver and more resilient on your financial journey. The gender investment gap isn't your fault. It's the result of outdated societal programming and a brain that's hardwired to protect you. But your brain is also hardwired to learn, adapt, and grow. It is your single most powerful asset. It's time to invest in it so it can start investing for you. Challenge the narratives. Understand your magnificent brain. Use that knowledge to your advantage. Start that conversation. Make that first tiny investment. You're not just building wealth. You're building a new brain and a more equal future for everyone. That's all the time we have for today on Thrive with Tima, you guys. I hope this has left you feeling not just informed, but genuinely fired up to take control. Join me next time as we explore the neuroscience of wealth and women. I promise you are gonna love it. Until next time, take care and keep thriving. Love you, mean it. Tima.